Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see my screen. If possible, can someone please confirm if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. Right. In the last class, we discussed about couple of programs in TypeScript, like variables, strings, arrays. Okay. So that is what we discussed in the last class. And I've shared everything into the Google Classroom and everyone is able to download and everyone is able to work with it. Okay. So before I proceed further, as of now, any questions from anyone, guys, so far?
Sir, I tried to print a string, sir. Somehow that string value is not printing for me, sir.
Did you saw the code which I shared?
Yeah, I was looking at it, sir. I just defined like where one colon string equal to ABC, and I'm trying to print on the console, and it is giving a compilation error, sir. It says it should be same type. It cannot be like number like that. I don't know why it is thinking it as a number.
By default, I've shared the code with the number type, string type. Just please compare the code and try it. Okay. Otherwise, you add in the Google Classroom what the code you wrote, whatever you got, someone will help you. Okay. Right. Fine.
Yeah, I'll ping you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Because I clearly gave you code and console.log clearly wrote. It's a simple thing. Okay. I don't want to spend a time on the simple things, guys. Right. Now,
Yeah, I just
today,
pinged you, sir. Like, can you check it, sir? Like, maybe you can identify quickly.
sir, I clearly mentioned, okay, clearly
Yeah,
mentioned
check it, sir.
simple thing, okay. I shared the code, simple thing, how I created a variable, how I printed on the console. I requested to cross check.
Yeah, I'm checking the video right now, sir. While you are talking, I did the same thing. I pinged you in the chat. I did the like the same like where one. Maybe I cannot use where one. Or maybe it's thinking like where is again duplicated like that, sir. I will
Kindly
try to
requesting,
use.
sir. Please requesting, okay.
Yeah,
Simple
I
thing.
understand, sir. I'll check it, sir. Yeah, I'll check it. Thank you,
Please,
sir.
simple things you cross check, okay.
Okay,
Though
sir.
you
Okay,
tell
sir.
a number of times, my answer going to be same.
Okay,
Simple
sir.
things I don't want to spend the time. Please, it's my humble request. If you still get error, post that error in the Google Classroom. Anyone will help you. Thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Now today I'm going to take next thing is string array, or else we already have an array, right? Yeah. String array test.ts. Okay. String array test.ts, which I'm going to take care here. How to declare array, guys? Here, var str underscore array, which is of type string, var str underscore array, which is of type string array, is equal to Angular, right? After that, Spring Boot. After that, Oracle. This is my string array, guys. How I declared string array? Var array name, which is of type string array. And I have initialized the values Angular, Spring Boot, Oracle. And same thing, I want to print the data. So which is equal to string array dot for each, okay, element comma index console dot log off. Index is index, right? Comma element is element. That's it. A simple code I wrote. I initialize a string array and I'm iterating over array. For each is a TypeScript function which is going to iterate over the collection, which is going to print the data here. Okay, right here. Now, where I'm going to compile the code here. Okay. How to compile the code? TSC, right?
String array test.ts.
Array test.ts. TSC. Guys, please go on mute.
Node.
Ravindra, please go on mute. Node string array test.js. Now you saw that output, right? Index is 0, element is Angular. Index is 1, element is Spring Boot. Index is 2, element is Oracle. This is how I was able to iterate a string array. So this is the output. Right. Now, after that, we have a
Sir,
next.
sir, shall we implement any of this swapping algorithm, sir?
By default, sir, swapping algorithm, all those things are not part of our course. Okay, its algorithms are separately different. Okay, we are going only for introduction to TypeScript. Why? Because we are going with Angular. This course is Angular, not with respect to data structures, not respect to designing point of view. Okay, just we are learning. We need to learn Angular. For Angular, we need TypeScript. Okay, and the course content of Angular is very huge, and the time limit which I have a 45 classes, and every minute is valuable for me. My focus is first Angular. I want to teach in and out an Angular. That is the point here. Okay, right. Now, the next point which I'm going to have is in a TypeScript, we have a new data type, guys, tuple, or we call that as a tuple, something like. Only this data type is available in TypeScript, guys. Okay. Array is collection of homogeneous elements. Array is what? Collection of homogeneous. What is homogeneous? Homogeneous means
similar type of data.
correct. Similar type of data. Exactly. Integer array. Number array means all numbers will be there. String array, all strings will be there. Correct? But I need a data type which is an array. It consists of all data types. That is a heterogeneous data type here. Okay? So we need a variable of array type which contains collection of different data types like number, string, boolean, JSON, etc. JSON is also we are going to discuss further, but number, string, boolean, and JSON. All these are the different data types which I'm going to have here. So I'm going to write a code here where, okay, TUPARR, tuple, which is of type any is equal to. Any is a data type. It's a beautiful data type, guys, which is a very, very generic data type, guys. Okay? Any means it's a generic. Any means it's a typically generic. Generic means what? It contains anything. Why it is very, very famous? I'm getting the data from backend, sir. I'm getting some data from backend. Sometimes product JSON, sometimes account JSON, sometimes customer JSON. Sometimes I don't know what type of data it comes. That time I can declare any is equal to what I'm going to declare here, 10 comma, it's a number, comma, string, comma, boolean, comma, JSON in a curly braces, product name, prod name, which is equal to TV or phone, iPhone. This is a JSON, sir. I'll explain once again JSON. A separate topic is there for me. In Angular, I'll explain that. As of now, writing some data inside flower brackets, key and value separated by colon. That's the JSON. Okay? But we'll discuss it after later. After that, Google, something like. So, TUPARR, that is tuple array, tuple. Some people will call as a tuple, some people will call as a tuple. It all depends on how they refer. Both are same, tuple or tuple. What is a tuple or tuple? It's a collection of heterogeneous elements. Okay? Now I want to print, okay, where console.log of tuple.array of 0, first element. Or I can iterate. I can iterate over there. I can do that. Tuple.array of 1. Two, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the output. Now I'm going to TSC tuple.tm. Not tuple. Now you saw, guys. First element is 10, second element is hello, third element is true, fourth element is JSON, fifth element is Google. It is a very, very useful data type. Any means what? I don't know what type of type it is. At runtime, what value you give, that data type it will take care. That is the tuple type here. Okay? Right. Next, I want to focus here. I want to take classes. Okay, guys? This is where we are coming into TypeScript. What is the purpose of TypeScript, guys, here? What is the main purpose of TypeScript here? I mentioned, right? TypeScript versus JavaScript, I mentioned, right? TypeScript supports object-oriented features. Correct, right? JavaScript does not support. JavaScript is an object-based programming language. TypeScript is an object-oriented programming language, right? Now, I'm going to write classes test.ts. Okay? Classes test.ts here. So, what is a class, guys, here? What is the meaning of a class? Class is nothing but
Object.
collection of data members and member functions. Collection of data members as well as member functions. Or class is encapsulation, binding of data with data members and exposing this data to outside world through member functions. Something like that. Okay, guys? Class is a collection of data members as well as member functions And typically, it's a binding of the data into the data member and exposing the data to outside world, outside through member functions. So this is typically a class here, guys. Okay. Now we can create a class. We can create a class using class keyword. There is a class keyword is available. We can create a class using class keyword. What is a constructor? What is the meaning of the constructor? Is invoking automatically, or piece where we can write constructor is a member function, can be invoked automatically when object is initialized. In our .NET or Java, class name, constructor name should be same. Something like that we have rule. But in TypeScript, we don't have such rule. We have directly constructor keyword. Constructor is a member function that can be invoked automatically when object is initialized. Okay? Right. New is the keyword to create an object to the class. New is the keyword which is used to create an object to the class. Right? Now we are going to write a class over here, guys. We are going to create a class over here. Class 1. This is my class 1. Class is a TypeScript predefined keyword, sir. Class is a TypeScript predefined keyword. Under that, private UI technology, which is of type string. It's a data member 1. This is a data member 1, right? Private backend, which is of type string. Private DB, which is of type string. So what I did here, I created a class with three data members: UI technology, backend, as well as DB. Okay. Now I'm writing a constructor. This dot UI technology is equal to Angular. This dot backend is equal to Spring Boot. This dot database is equal to Oracle. Sir, in TypeScript, little bit different, sir. Where constructor we can assign a default value. If you want to assign default values to your class, you can use constructor, right? Now, I created a data member. I initialize the default values to the members. And how to get the data? Through member function. Public get UI technology, which is of type string, return this dot UI technology. This is member function. This is called as what? Member function. Keyword, okay? Member function name, as well as, okay, where it is return type is string, like. Next one is, I'm creating one more member function, get backend. Return this dot backend. Get DB. Return this dot DB. So I created a class, 3 data members, and a constructor, and 3 member functions. That's it. Okay, guys. Now, how to write a keyword for this actually? So, where we are going to have things over here, guys? I can create an object is var obj, which is of type class 1, or var obj, which is of type class 1, is equal to new class 1. What is this actually? I am creating an object for class 1. Understand? Var obj, which is of type what? Class 1. New is the keyword which is mainly useful for creating an instance. Okay. Now, what I want to do here, console.log of obj dot get UI technology. Right, sir? UI technology is equal to next backend technology. Next database technology. That's it, guys. What I've done, sir, I've created an object. Okay. I'm typically creating an object for a class, and which is typically taking care of the actually. Okay. Right here. So this is what now I'm going to execute this particular code over here, guys. I'm going to execute this particular code over here. How to execute this code, guys? How I'm going to execute this code? Same, sir. TSC classes.ts node classes.js. You saw the output, guys? UI technology is this. Backend technology is this. And database technology is this. Am I right? Now, I will show the code different nice. Now I'm going to show a different code over now. What is the different code I'm going to show? I told, right, sir, in the beginning when I told, right, what I told here, how come TypeScript supports object-oriented and JavaScript doesn't support? Because whenever we compile, it is going to give compilation, it is going to give JS file only, right? How come TypeScript is going to give me where JavaScript is not going to give me that? Okay. So that is where we are going to refer here. That is where we are going to refer over here. So what is it our reference here? Typically, what is our reference over here? We are going to see the code, guys. Now I'm going to see the code here. What exactly the code I'm going to show you? Whatever the TypeScript code is available and whatever the JavaScript code now it is generating here. Now you'll see here, this is the JavaScript code which is generated. This is typically a JavaScript code which is generated over here. You're able to see that, right? Prototype. in the demo classes, I told, right? I will show you clear code over here. This is a code which is created in a JavaScript side here. This is a code which is created in a JavaScript side. Okay. This is called as a prototype. I told, right, sir? It is easy to write. Now, so what exactly I'm telling here? A complex code. You saw here, right? Very complex code, right, guys? This is what someone asked me, how it is different at that time. Okay. So, this is the code, guys. So, what is this code, guys? Means it is making some alternative, guys, here. It is making some alternative. It's typically making some alternatives to support JavaScript as a object-oriented feature. To support JavaScript as a object-oriented features here. This is mainly to use. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. I'll take some water, guys, please. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah. Yes. So Ritvika, correct. Whatever you mentioned is Ritvika, correct. By default, if you want to write in real time object-oriented concept, it is difficult to write in JavaScript actually. It's difficult to write in JavaScript. We can write only in TypeScript, and it is going to convert the code into JavaScript easily. That framework is going to take care of that. Okay, right. So any questions on this point, guys? As of now, any questions from here? You no need to understand what is prototype, sir. What is this? You no need to understand, because typically taken care by framework. It is not my duty. My duty is what? Whether I wrote a class, how my Java or how my .NET is telling me, similar way I'm writing the code here. Okay.
So the class name and file name don't need to be the same, sir?
No need, sir. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. Okay. Right. So
but the Java rules are bit different, sir.
That is different, sir. That I told, right, sir? Programming languages are different. This is different completely. All the things should not match actually, because it is not a real programming language. This is scripting language, just to make sure that I was able to send the data to backend easily. That's the purpose only. Object-oriented concepts are added over here. Okay. Yes, sir. Lot of people are joining very late. A lot of people are joining very late, and they're asking the questions in the chat window. I told almost 6 to 7 programs, how to compile the program, how to run the program. If you people join late, it's really difficult for me to answer those questions, guys. I told a number of times, it's your responsibility to join at the right time. To join at the right time, because whenever you saw filename.ts, by default, whatever the question you asked, right, in the command prompt, it is not working, means it is typically the command prompt is having some issues. You can execute in Visual Studio. Okay. View, where we have a option guys here. Inside view, console, where we have a option over here. Run, terminal, new terminal. This is also, you can write over here, terminal, new terminal. Some computers command prompt, it is not giving a permission. You need to run the command prompt through administrator mode. It is no issues. Just like how to do that, go to terminal, new terminal. And for example, you saw here guys, terminal, new terminal. Now you see here, TSC, classes, test dot, maybe I'll TSC. TSC classes test.ts, node class test.js. You saw the output guys, Mr. Javed. Like this also you can do that. Okay, perfect. So this is what.
Sir, can you copy paste the file, sir? Same file again. I see copy, but I don't see paste option, sir, in this IDE.
Sir, simple thing, sir. Please don't ask that type of question, sir. Copy paste. This is not working. It is not important for us. And you can easily type Google and you can get the editor things, right? Kindly ask the questions which are meaningful. Okay? Copy is not working, paste is not working. These are not really good questions, right? Don't mind, because we need to understand.
I don't want to duplicate the whole code again, sir. If I can paste it, I can modify the same file, to save a lot of time. So in
Here,
Eclipse Gold, in IntelliJ, we can just paste it, sir. But here I don't see that option. I know it is a simple question, but I just want to understand, right, sir?
It is editor to editor. Mr. Vijay is different. Mr. Your name, I don't know, GP is different. We both are not same, right? Eclipse is a different editor. Visual Studio is different editor. The editor is supports or doesn't support. You can, okay? What you can do here, if you want to copy paste, you can copy these things and copy a new file, a.ts, and you can paste here.
Right, every time new file, sir. Yeah, understand. Okay, sir.
This is also a question for me. Just like that is the point here, okay? It's up to you how you can interpret, okay? Better take the questions which are really meaningful so that it will be easy, right? Yeah. Now,
hello, sir.
Point. Yeah.
Yeah, so when we are defining the variables in classes, so we are not using that var keyword.
No, Kim, good question. Very, very good question. Because in a classes, default is var only. The default is var only, okay? And in classes, we have access modifiers mandatory, right, sir? For classes, access modifiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So default is var only. You no need to use that keyword.
Okay.
The classes are doing like that action. Okay? It's a really good question. You no need to write var keyword. Okay? It's a data member. Now var keyword is where we'll use here. Whenever we are going to create an object, that time we are going to use this var keyword. Okay? Right.
Okay.
Now, after that, we have one more format also, guys, where we can take the data over here, where we have one more thing here. I am going to write one more class here, class 2.ts. Okay, class. What I'm going to do is typically, one second, guys. I'm going to write a simple code over here, class 2. Okay. Here, beauty is here. I wrote a constructor. Inside constructor, public argument 1, which is of type string. Public argument 2, which is of type string. public argument3, which is of type string. So what I define here, class2.typescript file, where I have created a class. Inside class, I have created a constructor over here. Why it is giving error here?
Sir, bracket not completed. Line 6. Yeah, delete.
Completed only, right?
At the top, I think we have to complete it.
No. Where I can define constructor.
Constructor body, sir.
No need, sir. Nothing is required here. I don't require a body here. Just I want to show something.
So remove it and write it.
Better. Class2, inside constructor.
Sir, after that constructor, we have
Yeah.
do the
I got
curly
it.
braces. Yeah, that's what I'm
Public
doing.
argument1, which is of type string. Public argument2, which is of type string. Public argument3, which is of type string. I need empty. So here constructor, which is that. It's a duplicate over here. Now I defined a class. In the class, I only declared 3 variables. That's it. I have not done any code over here. Just like this, a simple class for me. Correct? Now, let obj1, which is of class 1 or class 2, is equal to new class 2. Where you see, right, guys? Argument1, argument2, argument3. It is giving me, right? It is giving me, right? Okay. I can give Angular, Spring Boot, Oracle. Right? Next. Console.log. Front end, which is equal to obj1 dot argument1 middleware, or I can say backend obj1 dot argument2 database, which is equal to obj1 dot argument3. Front end, backend, and database. Right? Now I'll create one more variable, guys, which is of obj2, right? React Web API SQL Server, right? Yes or no, guys? One more object I'm taking. This is one more. Next. Yeah, that's fine. As long I have taken 2 things here. So what is it your observation from here? What exactly our observation from here, sir? I can create a data member. That's it. That's fine. You no need to write getter setters also. You no need to write data members explicitly. Through constructor, I can access. I can do anything I need. A simple code also I can write here. Okay. Now you see here, guys, TSC class 2 dot TS, right? Node class 2 dot JS. You're able to see that? Front end is Angular, back end is Spring Boot, database Oracle, front end React, back end .NET Web API, database is SQL. So are you able to see that, guys? So this is one more way of this.
Sir, objects should be created outside the class only, sir.
Correct, right, sir? We'll create objects only outside of the class only, right, sir? If we create inside the class, then what is the use of class, sir? There is no use, right? What is a class? Binding of data members and exposing the functionality through member functions. How member functions will be executed? Create objects only, right? If we create object inside class, it's no use. It's missing object-oriented concepts itself, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So
I have one more doubt, sir.
Yes.
After constructor, which purpose you are using the curly brace, sir?
I don't want to write any body, sir, here. I don't want to write anything here. A simple method without implementation. I don't need to, generally, we will initialize the values. I want to initialize some values. I don't want to initialize this, right? That's why I wrote a method without any body. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Got it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, after that, next point is inheritance, guys. So what is the meaning of inheritance, guys? What is the real meaning of inheritance? Any idea from anyone?
Class
Code
reusability. One class to another class.
Yeah, right. Good. I think almost all good answers. Good, right. So what is inheritance means? Just like I write a class and I have some functionality, and I want that functionality to be used somewhere else. I want to reuse that. So what I'll do here, I will take that, I'll inherit. Correct, right? Where this word will come? In our parents. When father is there, right? All properties of father will inherit to son, right? That is where inheritance came. I mean, generally, okay? So here, in TypeScript also, we have a inheritance concept over here. In TypeScript also, we are typically having an inheritance concept over here, guys. Okay? Now, what I want to do is, I want to take a inheritance. So, inheritance test.ts. Right? Inheritance. Reusability. This is the first keyword. Base class, or we can call it as a parent class, and child class. Okay. Inheritance can be one level or multi-level also. Inheritance can be multi-level also. Multi-level inheritance, or else I can write multi-level inheritance is possible. What I can write here? Multi-level inheritance is possible through classes. Multi-level inheritance is possible through classes. I'm sorry, multi-level inheritance is possible, is possible in TypeScript. Okay? Through classes, we cannot achieve multiple inheritance. We can achieve through interfaces. This is also same. Whatever Java.NET, same. No difference here. Through interfaces. But we'll see it clearly here. Okay. First, we'll discuss about single level. Then after that, we'll go to multi-level here. Okay. Mr. GP, I don't know why are you again. I'm telling you typed again. Okay. I mean, if I clear, then only you'll come out of each. It is
Sir,
clearly it's clearly
it ran
telling.
from the command prompt, it ran, sir, but through terminal I'm getting the error, sir. I don't know
Just
why
now I
it is.
explained, right? Just now I explained, right? Just now when one person is asked the code, I explained, right? Whenever it runs, you go to terminal and go execute there, right? Just
Yeah,
now
that's what
explained.
I executed from terminal only, sir. The terminal
You
I'm
can
getting
do
this
from
error.
terminal. You can do
Yeah,
from terminal, right?
When terminal I executed, I'm getting unauthorized access, sir. Whereas when I execute from command prompt, it is working fine.
One thing is working, right? Either command prompt or terminal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's reverse of the other issue, sir. So there it is working, here it's not working. Yeah. I will check it, sir. I will see
That's
what
fine.
is the reason.
Okay, I mean, we are not interested in TypeScript, sir. Okay.
Right.
The intention, sir. We are not interested in type. We are not learning TypeScript. Just our point is, we are going to write in Angular code. Correct, right, sir?
Yeah.
In Angular code, if I directly write this code, you'll confuse, right? Just I'm making some basics in TypeScript so that you will be comfortable in Angular. We don't want you to be expert in TypeScript. Just I'm giving a basics of TypeScript so that you should not worry on Angular code. That's the purpose here. Okay.
Right. Agree, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Now here, I want to write a code over here. Class _1. Right. Public function _1, which is of type string, return class 1 function 1, something like that. Okay, that's it. Next, I'm going to create class 2 extends class 1. Extends is the keyword. Extends, no capital, guys. Extends is the keyword used for inheritance. Same in programming language also, right? What I'm creating class 2 that extends from class 1, right? So what class 2 is? Class 2 is child class, inheriting base class. Base class or parent class is class 1. I'll write here, right? To class 2 function. Correct? Sir, if I create an object of class 1, only function 1 only I can execute, right, guys? If I create an object for class 1, I can only execute function 1. If I create an object for class 2, can I execute function 1 and function 2?
Yes, sir.
We'll see now. Let obj, which is of type class 2, is equal to new class 2, right? Console.log of obj dot, you saw that, right? You saw function 1 and function 2. You saw this? Right? For example, if I am only taking for class 1, sir, can I take this one? I cannot do that, right? You got error, right? That's why. So whenever you say here, class 2 and class 2, where you can do this. Okay. Now, TSC inheritance test.ts, node inheritance test.js, class 1 function 1, class 2 function 2, right? Now, this is the output, guys. Right, sir. Now, you see the JavaScript code, guys. This is a JavaScript code, guys. Now, someone asked me at that time, sir, I will show you clearly the code. A complex code, right? This is a JavaScript code which is generated, sir. This is a code which we write, sir. Very simple code, right? This is. Yes, sir, no? Now you see this code. Very complex code, right, guys?
Yes.
Do you agree now?
Yes, I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought of showing. Then only you'll understand. Lot of people will think that what is the 100? Now, how many lines I wrote here in inheritance test.jts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines code I wrote. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. For 6 lines of code, it wrote 30 lines of code. And that 30 lines is also complex. This is indirect way of achieving inheritance through JavaScript. Make sense, guys? Everyone is clear? That is how, where it is encouraged to have a TypeScript over here.
Sir, the let is a keyword. What does it do, sir? Let.
Var and let, sir. Var is a global scope. Let is a functional scope. Okay.
Global.
Some of the JavaScript basics actually var and let keyword.
Okay.
Just, I mean, it's no use actually, but it's an important interview question for JavaScript. Whenever you attend for JavaScript interview, right? It's an important interview question. What is the difference between var and let keyword? There are 5 to 6 differences are there, sir. Okay. Maybe whenever I get a time, I'll explain that. Okay. But in TypeScript, it is no use. Only in JavaScript there is useful. Okay. Right.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Now,
one question.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. So actually, you said that we have the more focus on Angular because it's Angular course, and you'll be teaching us the basics of the TypeScript, right?
Correct.
Okay. So whenever we are going with some advanced in the Angular, we might able to use some more advanced TypeScript. So once TypeScript is done, is it possible to give all the concepts in the TypeScript so that we can learn? Because I'm new to the UI part. So just I want to know what are the concepts like in Core Java, like 8 functions, the multi-threading. Is there any other advanced concepts in the TypeScript so that we can learn of our own?
Okay. By default, sir, good question. Okay. In TypeScript, we don't have basics, we don't have advanced. Okay. Whatever the things you require to learn Angular, that I will teach. You don't need to worry. Okay. To write Angular code, what basics you need to have, that I will teach. No need to worry about that.
Okay.
But please keep the same focus in Angular. Whatever your question, right?
Yes.
Just like please keep the concentration in Angular. In Angular, basics, intermediate, advanced. Right? Basics, intermediate, advanced. That you need to maintain. Correct, right?
Okay.
To be really in Angular, 3 to 4 months of course Angular. 3 to 4 months only Angular, sir. Minimum time that is take. Lot of advanced topics are there in Angular.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Angular is something like a Spring Boot, like a framework, and TypeScript is something like a Core Java, right? Basic implementation.
Exactly. Right? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Now. Okay. So let me share the code over here, guys. Let me share over the code over here. Topics, classes, Inheritance. Sir, someone please go on mute, guys, if you don't mind. Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah, on a, like something like daily basis or 2 days once, is it possible to give some assignment on topics of TypeScript so that we can?
I'm going to give, sir. Sir,
Okay,
first of
okay.
all, please don't focus on TypeScript, sir. Just now I told, right? TypeScript, I am only teaching to write a code in Angular. I will give assignments in Angular, sir. Who is
Okay,
this?
okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Kannan, right?
Yes, Kannan, yes.
Yes. I'll ask you at that time.
Yes,
And if
sure,
you
sure.
didn't come, if you didn't write assignment, I will take a lesson. Okay?
Okay, sure, I will do. Thank you.
No, just like I'm kidding. Okay?
Yeah, because
I understand. The point
yeah,
is,
see,
I understand your passion. I
yes,
understand your eagerness. Okay? At the same time, you need to do that. Only keeping asking questions. No, don't keep like that. You need to show the same proactiveness in submitting your assignment code. Okay? Right.
okay.
That time, I'll agree that yes, Kannan is really good and is aggressive and is really good. Then I can agree. Okay? But
Okay,
TypeScript, I'm reiterating, sir. TypeScript, I'm reiterating. It is only useful. I'm telling you to write, and I'll complete tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow I'll complete. TypeScript, I don't want to teach completely things. Whatever the knowledge you require for Angular, that I'm going to cover. That's it. Okay?
Okay.
Please keep the same, whatever the passion you have in Angular. Keep in Angular. Because just like I'll tell that when our son or daughter will enter into kindergarten, first we will learn vocabularies, right? After that, small words. After that, small sentences. Then book. Correct, right?
Yes.
In the similar way, this is a little bit vocabulary where you need to type on the things here. Okay? Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks everyone, guys.
Vijay sir,
Yes.
we'd like to know about your portfolio. We are interested because we have been hearing your classes for a while. We need to know about you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you need to know about me, sir? My name is Vijay. My email ID is.
Yeah. That's it.
I know what you are coming. Just I'm kidding. So I'm a working professional, sir. I don't want to reveal the company names and all those things as part of my policy. Okay. But interesting thing is, whenever you want to know any technical details in Java, in Spring Boot, in database side, any side, okay, my entire experience is on completely Angular, React, Java, Spring Boot, microservices, designing, system design, C++, and VC++, and little bit knowledge on. Recently, I'm with slowly experimenting on AI, and maybe in future I want to go with AI also. So that is what my portfolio, sir. And anytime, if you have any questions on these areas, I always help you. Okay? Does that fine, Ravindra?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I'm very new to this TypeScript and all. I know few of the concepts like interpolation and observabilities in Angular. What is the best path? Is it practicing TypeScript and going through the Angular is best, or how we can choose this path, sir?
By default, sir, just you no need to choose any path here. I'm just telling the TypeScript, please go through that, okay? And you learn Angular, you can understand easily. First of all, no need to focus much on TypeScript. Okay? Yeah. Thanks everyone, guys.
Sir, one quick question, sir. Okay, if admin team or someone can put it in the PowerPoint, sir, that will be very useful, sir. Because the images are very hard to track afterwards, especially during interview time and everything, sir. If it is in PowerPoint, it is very easy to refer it back,
This is my second time answer, sir. I already told my answer. No admin team is ready for that. And if you have a time, it's only your interpretation. Your interpretation is, if you like PowerPoint, you can keep in PowerPoint. Some people will like Paint with the different combinations. Some people will like Notepad. If you are not interested on that, please take a PowerPoint and copy paste that, and you'll practice that, and you can do that. Okay?
Yeah, because I had to paste the images and notes and everything over there, sir. So that's what I was requesting. But I will try to do that,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.